Hello, welcome to Dungeon Dwellers Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Today, for Christmas month, we're reviewing the 2003 anime film, Tokyo Godfathers. Came out like in 2003, like I said. It's an animated adventure movie. It's directed by Satoshi Kun and Furuya. Don't know who that is. Satoshi Kun did movies like Paprika, Millennium Actress, and one of my favorite anime films, Perfect Blue. And also, Paprika is also pretty good. Haven't seen some of his other stuff though. Paprika got his music is done by the same guy who did Berserk's music. So I would check out the theme song for that movie. It's actually pretty good. I forget what it's called, but yeah, it's really good. So this movie apparently it got re-released in this year with a very woke dub. I watched an old version which was subtitled. Oh, the voice actors are for this movie, which I can only tell you about the Japanese voice actors. Uh, Aya Akamoto is Miyuki. Where is it? Right. Oh my god. Where are the other guys? Fuck, this cast list sucks. Oh my god, I'm not. Yeah, they're showing me the stupid, like, English cast. I want to see the Japanese cast. Piece of shit. I hate fucking Bing. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Toru Emori as Gin, Aya Akamoto as Miyuki, Yoshiaki Gaki as Hana, and that's everybody who's important, right? So this movie, it takes place around Christmas time and ends around New Year. It's a story about three homeless people, one like a cross-dresser named Hannah, middle-aged man named Gin, and a teenage runaway named Miyuki, who, if you ever seen Satoshi Kun's movies before, you know, like, a lot of his female leads kind of like all look like each other, which is really cool because it's like you have the same actress play all these roles, but like with in different movies, right? Which obviously it's not. It's like a anime character, but it's still like kind of cool that they go for this aesthetic. Like Miyuki pretty much looks like the lead from Perfect Blue, Paprika, and Millennium Actress, which I still haven't seen Millennium Actress. Will at some point. So yeah, the movie, it has this. Well, the story is these three homeless people who live together after going to see some pageant that some local Christians are throwing. They get treated to a dinner, and after that they go to, which is really cool because you see like Japanese kids perform the three wise men and the birth of Jesus Christ, and you get like a little you have a priest give a sermon, which it was really nice to see. And after that, they're hanging around like looking for food in the garbage when they find. Well, actually, they're fighting in the garbage because they're having an argument, and they hear a crying, and they find a baby girl in a basket that looks like it was abandoned, right? So, at first, like they all want Gin and Miyuki wants to take the baby girl to the police, but like me, but the cross-dresser, what was his or her name, Hannah, wants to find the baby's mother and give her a talking to, because he or she was abandoned at birth. So like it was, he wants to find closure, right? So he feels like God sent him like this baby for a purpose, so he can like find some closure in his life. And like throughout the movie, you learn all the backstories between the different characters and what were their circumstances for being homeless in the first place. And you get to see people from all their different pasts, right? While they're going looking for the baby's mother, they run they run into gangsters who gangsters, assassins. They almost get hit by cars. Um, they find who they think is the girl's mother. Turns out the baby was stolen from the hospital, and she's fucking crazy. So the final act of the movie is them chasing this crazy woman through the streets and trying to rescue the baby, right? Because the crazy woman is grieving the loss of her dead baby and wants to kill herself and a baby at the same time for whatever reason. Yeah. So I would say the movie. I thought it was going to be a sad and kind of depressing movie. There are sad and depressing. There are sad moments in this movie, but I would say it's like a sad but beautiful. Um, there are sad but beautiful scenes in the movie. Like this when you get to the different backstories, and there's like dream sequences which were great. There's a funny scene where like Gin gets beat up by teenagers, which remind me of the homeless hunters from Gantz, which was my first introduction to like homeless hunting, which I didn't know that was a thing until I saw Gantz. But yeah, apparently it's a thing. I don't know if people still do it. Probably, I guess. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not. Which yeah, um, the movie like humanizes homeless people a lot. It makes you feel bad for them. But like, yeah, we've had like a bad homeless problem where I lived, where I'm not this. I don't know. I can't say this because it would probably dox. But like, yeah, there something may or may not have happened where some homeless junkies left out used needles, and a baby, well, a small child may or may not have found said needle and got HIV from it, which, fuck. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of homeless junkies myself. Yeah, but like, yeah, the movie, I would say the movie is really great movie. I love the little dialogue between Gin and Hannah, where he, the movie is very at least the version I saw was very non-PC. He was throwing a lot of homophobic slurs, which is like, fuck, you don't get that in modern movies nowadays. That's a character. And like, yeah, there's a lot of fights between like yeah, they don't get along, but at the same time they do get along. And I love the movie. I know like you're supposed to, as critics, we're supposed to criticize movies for having like Deus Ex Machinas, where like you're allowed that Deus Ex Machinas are allowed to happen to put your characters in trouble, but you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to have Deus Ex Machinas take them out of trouble. But in this movie, it kind of fits because it's kind of a Christmas movie, and it's like you have like, it's like you're seeing miracles happen on screen, right? Where like, especially the miracle at the end, where like it all like the sun's rising and like the characters are getting lit up by the sun, and it looks, it's like a very magical moment, right? So yeah, I would say the movie is funny. It looks beautiful. The characters are great and lovable, and it's just an all around great movie. Like I haven't like this is probably going to be my favorite. This is probably my favorite Christmas anime film. This is probably the anime film I'm gonna watch every year for Christmas. Sorry, Gitama, you've been replaced. Yeah, so I'm giving this movie an 8.5 out of 10. It's great. If I had one critique, it's that I was not a fan of the music in this movie. It's not as good as I would as Paprika, but then that didn't have the guy from this didn't have the guy from Berserk. Well, or that did. Yeah, I would say if you haven't watched it, you can find it online if you don't feel like watching the woke version. Which yeah, everybody's complaining that yeah, they have the censorship and shit. So yeah, I would say this movie is, if you're going to try to pick up old releases of this movie, like the new version. From what I'm told, sucks, right? All right, that's all I gotta say about this review. I'm going to review DC Holiday Nightmares tomorrow. I'm already like halfway through the book. It's okay so far. It's not what I expected it to be, but I'll get into that tomorrow. Also, tomorrow I'm going to record the 5th episode of Tokyo Underground Radio, where I'm going to record myself drinking eggnog, watching Christmas cartoons, and like opening presents that I will eventually review on the channel. And that podcast will probably get released on Christmas Day. All right, peace. And if there's any of my reviews that you really like that are not edgy and that won't get me in trouble, feel free to share them out. We need some new blood in the comment section. All right, peace.